Hi friends, and welcome to day 12 of Vlogmas. It is a story time today because I am running out of ideas for Vlogmas. So, I hope that you enjoy this fucking ridiculous story. Also, just a disclaimer, I don't condone how I got these tickets. So, in high school, I was your typical emo kid. I went to concerts all the time. I wore Converse and skinny jeans every day. I had the black hair over my face. I was ready for that emo life. I'm just setting the scene for you. So at this time, the band Avenged Sevenfold was my life. I had the merchandise. I had a shrine of photos of them on my wall. I went to bed with the same DVD on every single night till I wore a hole in the DVD and could not watch it anymore. I loved that band. All of my notebooks literally looked like this. And I had every single CD and DVD ever released. I loved that band. Now, growing up, I was always lucky enough to see all of my favorite bands. I've been to about 50 concerts in total, ranging from the Backstreet Boys to Rammstein to Fall Out Boy, even One Direction. I secretly love boy bands. So, one day I came home from school to a Facebook request from this boy. He had on an Avenged Sevenfold t-shirt in his photo, and he had the flippy hair that all of us emo girls were obsessed with back in the day. So I add him, and we start talking to find out that he is the ultimate Avenged Sevenfold fanboy. A few weeks go on, and he says, "Hey, I have 3 tickets to Avenged Sevenfold in Detroit. I can't go. Do you want them?" Do I want them?
Do I want them? Do I want them? Yes.
Yes, I want them. So one day after school, we decide to meet for the first time. My mom works at the Burger King across from where I went to high school, so we decided to meet there. When he arrived, he was not what I was expecting. He was about 3 feet shorter than I was, at least 2 years younger than I was, and just clung on to me for dear life. So we walked back to my apartment together, awkwardly holding hands. And before he leaves, he tells me I can have these tickets, but I have to make out with him first. Why do you always do this, Ashley? Why do you always do this to yourself? So I did it. I took one for the team, and he leaves, and I scream at the top of my lungs. Now, I don't know if this was my first reaction to what just happened, or if it was because I actually was going to see my favorite band. So, now I have the band merch, I have the tickets to the concert, I have my black hair over my face, I have the skinny jeans, I have the Converse. Now I need the ride. At that time, my only options were my friend and her 65-year-old father, or my pregnant cousin and her fiance. I took a chance on Prego. So, a week later, the 3 of us set out for the concert on the snowiest day of the year in rush hour traffic. Once we got across the border, we were driving in the 4-lane highway in rush hour in the snowiest day of the year with a pregnant woman. As we were rolling up to the busy-ass parking lot, a semi-truck hit black ice and started to drive on its 2 wheels like this on its side next to us. My only concern was that I was gonna miss the concert and that I did all that for nothing. So we get there, and I was so excited I nearly had a panic attack. Hollywood Undead opened and Stone Sour played after, and we ended up waiting about 30 minutes for Avenged Sevenfold to come on. So we're sitting there, and I'm hyperventilating, and the lights went black. And I just go at the top of my lungs once again. So when the lights came on, I saw my perfect husband, Zachy Vengeance, walking on stage in a red blazer, just as I dreamed. And I couldn't help myself. I couldn't hold it anymore. I peed. I peed myself at an Avenged Sevenfold concert because I was way too excited. No stopping it, just full on, whole bladder emptied all over my legs. My only reaction to that was to look at my cousin and say, we stayed for the entire concert. I cried for the whole thing. It was really emotional. It was right after the Rev died, so they had a memorial for him, and I felt all the feels. Needless to say that when I got home, I donated my jeans to Goodwill. I hope that you guys enjoyed the story. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and tell me to do more of these. I have lots of stories about concerts. Please follow me on my Instagram. That and all of my other links are below in the description box. This story was so much fun to remember and talk about. I had a great time. Thank you guys again. Happy day 12 of Vlogmas. See you tomorrow. Bye.